Okay, so I woke up this morning to find a bunch of videos of like a fleet of UFOs.
We've got a weird piece of footage coming from Fujian in China of strange lights appearing in the sky.
But this don't look like no drone. Look closely at the way it's rotating and just hovering in the sky. And in the book of Ezekiel, it describes the appearance of different angels. The Ophanum is described as wheels within wheels filled with eyes.
There'll be peace on earth. They'll find out who I really am, who my true essence is. I continue to come out in the open and say, yeah, I'm Sananda Galactic. You knew me as Jesus, but now you can call me King Smarty. You already know I've been showing y'all what's coming. All those ships you see in the skies, they belong to us.
So you had told us once, the great intimidation is when all the ships unveil. And I said something like all the ships, and you said, no, not all of them, maybe like 3 per city. Because if you saw all of them, you'd freak out because there's so many up there right now. Okay. Is that still the plan? Just like enough to show their presence everywhere?
Yep, that's still the plan. Just yesterday, he told me to increase it. So normally he would say increase it as I allow, because I'm always requesting things like, okay, uncloak or reveal the ships all across the world times a Googleplex or something like that. Yeah. And he'll say as I allow. And yesterday he said in blue. All of this shit is real. The problem is the heavy reptilian veils or spells that they put on everybody. They literally sprayed shit in the air to keep everybody hypnotized. Right. And even the food and the signals from the towers, all that shit is being melted away, fading away. You'll all experience all of it depending on whether you're watching it from home or you're directly involved in participating. But everybody will watch it happen. Everybody. The great intimidation or the massive unveiling worldwide is mainly for the dark individuals that think their armies or their government officials, that's mainly for them, so that they realize, oh shit, the gig is up. Everybody else, especially those that have been paying attention of all this, they'll be able to run around, do what they do. And of course, at that same time, we will be releasing the funds to people, either directly to their accounts or they have to sign up to a D Blue asset. We are so blessed to be alive at this time, and it's another reason why some of us get emotional, especially me and my crew. We understand and we see how long it took.
In the past 5 days, we've seen what you were talking about. Boom, right in our faces.
The ships, the great intimidation, and the Schumann residence, it's going off the fucking charts. And the ships is going to make it go off the charts too, because what that does is it puts everybody in the state of what the fuck is happening, which also increases their energy, because now they're like, okay, something's happening, and if it's got to be good, because they would have killed us already.
Right.
I forgot to mention that Dad had us release 500,000 more legions this morning. So a total of, not legions,
Armadas.
And so there's a total of 1 million of them out there right now. And their goal is to cover, retreat, command all of the other smaller factions or all the other different armies, and make sure everything's done universe-wide.
As of whatever day we last talked, we had just entered phase 2 during the interview. which like was pretty exciting. And it seems like we're kind of going into phase 3. So that's just an amping up of the visibility of the ships and everybody that's on the ground even.
That's right. It's happening, and I'm excited about it all.
I'm getting chills right now.
Yeah, these are the times that we've all been waiting for, but didn't know exactly how it would manifest.
Yeah.
And the more and more they resist what Daddy wants, the more and more I get to do my part.
Right.
Wait until we fully uncloak and we're in position for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. That's why we're moving into phase 3.
Yeah.
Phase 3 will be that, where the ships uncloak and stay in position for, a day or two.
Yeah.
The end result will be the ships uncloaking worldwide and everybody really, really finding out about who we really are.
Right.
The cabal is totally finished. Military groups around the world, they know who we are. They know what I am. They know they can't stop us. They know they're going to have to join forces with us, and they're going to have to do what we say because we have a much bigger army.
Capturadas en la isla de Mallorca, hacen cosas raras. 4, ha aparecido un cuarto por ahí. Y un quinto ahí. Un quinto. Ahí. Mira.
He's not going to be tolerating a lot of the stuff that has been happening for very much longer. He wants everybody to be living in peace. And the only way that's going to happen is we get rid of these people that even think that way. I do know that when we do finally have the great intimidation or the massive uncloaking and all that stuff, people are going to stop in their tracks and they're going to think about life. They're going to think about their own life and what they've done and what they got going on, and they're just going to, holy shit, what's going on? And then that's when we'll have to quickly educate people and take over their TVs and cell phones and say, this is what it is, this is what's been happening, this is why you're a thief, this is why you're this is why you're that, because you've been taught to lack and you've been taught that all of these things were where the wealth was at and all that stuff. So we're going to have maybe a whole month or two of educating the entire population, and it won't take that long when you understand that everything, the way you turned out in life is because of the options that you had, especially if you're a thief or murderer or somebody who feeds off of negative shit. 100,000 armadas have been released.
Oh, because an armada is generally fleets, multiple fleets. So we are talking shit tons of angels.
You have to understand that it's not just Earth that they're covering. They're covering the Earth, the galaxy, and the universe. Remember, I told you guys that every day I reinforce certain commands every day, 2, 3, 4 times a day. One of them being visible presence. Visible presence of galactics, angelics, ships, me and my crew, right? That's what you're seeing everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. There shouldn't be no doubt about in anybody's mind of what I'm saying, because we are witnessing it and everybody else is witnessing it too, whether they believe me or not. People don't understand the whole Project Bluebeam has been wiped out as well. So what you're seeing in the skies are not Project Bluebeam. You're seeing a mixture of Cabal and our ships, and mostly are ours. These next couple of months are going to be explosive for information, for darkness to be exposed.
Okay.
And shortly after the darkness get exposed, the life forces show, or Daddy shows his hand. I'll just say that.